What's it going to take for Lyft to turn things around? The number 2 ride-sharing company has pretty clearly lost its battle to Uber, something they've pretty much even admitted themselves. So now they're starting to come back with a new strategy. And that's why Lyft brought in a seasoned technology executive as this new CEO. He's already making waves, including with a massive round of layoffs that cut roughly 26% of Lyft's workforce. But how can he stabilize the business and make the company more competitive? Earlier today, we got a chance to speak with David Risher. He's the new CEO of Lyft. Take a look. Welcome to Mad Money.
Hey, it's great to be here.
All right, so I think it's very exciting you took this post, but I have to ask you point blank, what makes you, David Risher, think that you can take this company and make it successful?
I love that question. And people ask me that, but I say, look, everything I've been doing for the last 20 years has led up to this. So I was at Microsoft in the early days, very competitive, love it. I was at Amazon, super customer focused, helped them build a $4 billion business by the time I left. I was the 37th employee at Amazon. Crazy. And then World Reader. I mean, this is an organization I founded to get children reading. And we got 21 million kids reading over the last 14 years using technology. So if we can get 21 million kids reading, I think we can get Lyft, up and running again in a bigger way too.
Or I think that's apropos of what I'm thinking, which is that you've accomplished a great deal. But someone might be saying, he's up against Uber. Yeah. Even with the people who have done, he's helped to learn read and these great organizations. Uber's king. How do you dethrone a king, or do you not even need to do that?
Look, I don't need to dethrone a king. It's actually, this is a market that wants to have 2 players in it. Okay, so customers, riders want it, right? Because think about it, you want 2 apps on your phone. You want one to check and then the other to check, because sometimes one will let you down. I hope it's never us. I want us to be more customer focused than they are, but I think it's not a bad thing to have 2 more. And then same on drivers. Drivers want 2. So look, I don't have to dethrone them. I'll say one more thing though, which is 5 years from now, I hope people are no longer asking about Uber and Lyft. I hope what they're saying is, look what an amazing experience Lyft has created that's helped us get out and live our lives.
Well, one of the things that I think you've immediately addressed is a terror point for all of us, which is the airport.
Yeah.
There is that moment, and I think all of us experience it, with, are we calling the wrong time? Are we in the right place? It is just, and you're in a foreign city, that you may think that the whole trip is going to go awry because of that 7 to 10 minutes. You're addressing that choke point.
We are, yeah. It's so interesting you say this. Look, travel is beautiful. It's how you get out, it's how you explore the world, you get out of your own bubble. But there's some stressors. And think about it, every time you travel, you go to the airport, you leave the airport, those are never fun. So we just launched yesterday a new feature. It's called Pre-Order. It's got such a simple name, but here's what happens. Plane touches down, as soon as the wheels hit the ground and you open your Lyft app, we'll say, do you have baggage or no? If you don't, you hit go, and by the time you get to the curb, your car will be there. And if you do have baggage, no problem, we'll get it set up, and then when you pick your bags up, boom, by the time you get to the curb, the car's there.
Well, it would seem to me that if you wanted to get a, let's say, a lifetime, or at least that city's business, it would have to be at that very moment. Yeah. It's almost as that in all your work with retail, that inceptional moment is what makes it so you might just say, I'm going Lyft all the time.
That's a great observation. I will tell you, honestly, I hadn't thought of it that way, but you're absolutely right. I mean, there are times in people's lives, you have a child, all of a sudden you become a very heavy diaper consumer, and that locks you in. If you're Target, you think a lot about that. If you're Amazon, you think a lot about that. If we're us, you think, gosh, a person's just landed. They don't want stress in their life, and if we can do something great for them now, you're right. Maybe they'll take us, the whole time.
Okay, so now the Wall Streeter me says your guidance was below what we thought, but it's the beginning of a new era. So I don't really care that much about guidance. But when do we know that Lyft is really on its way to where it's a good investment, or is it just a good investment in David Risher right now?
Yeah, so it's a good question. Look. Right, so I've been on the job 4 weeks. Let's start with that.
I know.
I've been busy.
Well, let's just really make that decision right now.
There we go. But look, so the answer to your question is, when riders are starting to say, man, you know what, maybe they ride with the other guys, they say, you know what, I should have taken a Lyft. Or when drivers say, I love driving for Lyft, that's going to be your big leading indicator that we're onto something. And things like, stock price and guidance, those things, they come along sort of a little bit for the ride. I mean, look, we're going to create a great, profitable company, but right now my focus is on great things for customers.
There's something that you said that reminds me of World Reader, which you talked about what it does, what your service does for a driver in terms of putting food on the table that I thought was very important to talk about?
You know, I think this is one of the areas that people misunderstand. We have millions of people making billions of dollars on our platform, and they are our drivers. And many of them, by the way, are doing it for very specific reasons. You know, I want to be able to have a great wedding for my daughter, or I want to be able to take a vacation in, you know, a couple of months. And so what they say to me is, when I'm driving for Lyft, I'm never going to go broke because I can just drive some more. And I've got control. I don't have to ask my boss if I can go to my brother-in-law's, you know, birthday party or whatever it is. So it's such an important piece of work. And I think people misunderstand it. They forget there are two people in every car, and both of them have a real purpose.
Now, I was speaking yesterday to a fellow by the name of Kyle Voigt. I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
He's GM's autonomous guy.
Yeah.
We just got autonomous driving in Dallas and Houston, have it in Phoenix. Is one of the things that you're looking at, well, I love the fact that drivers are doing well, but I've got to at least give this GM a strategy a shot? Is it something that's of interest to Lyft?
It's very interesting to us. And it's interesting in the following way. You know, autonomous vehicles like, you know, ChatGPT and other things, they sort of feel like, you know, you don't even know what they're doing, and then all of a sudden they're sort of everywhere, right? And that's the way it happens. It's true in San Francisco too.
It's true at Amazon. You were there.
And this is what happens exactly. You kind of it's this thing that kind of bumps along in the background. You've heard of it, and all of a sudden it's everywhere. So when it's everywhere, we have to be there. Why? Because think about it from the autonomous vehicle manufacturer side of things. They're going to put billions of dollars. They already have into R&D. Right? So then they got to make the money back, right? How are they going to do it? It's not just going to be by selling it to folks like you and me step by step. It's going to be going after whole operations. And we've got an operation of a fleet, effectively, of cars that match driver and rider at huge scale every day. So we're doing everything we can to make sure we're ready for autonomous when it comes. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be tomorrow, but you might be surprised that it comes over the next couple of years a little faster than you think.
Okay, would you be willing to go into a car that had no driver?
I would, and here's what happens. Look, I was in a Lyft 2 weeks ago in San Francisco, and the driver said, look at that car. That car already drives better than I do. And this was a 60-year-old guy. It's very interesting. He said, look, I'm not worried. I'm looking forward to taking that car myself, and I'm going to be fine. Maybe I'll be, you know, the bartender in the front of the car. Like, it's a bar car now. I'm not driving. I'm making drinks for somebody. I don't know. He was so not stressed about it. He was just like, this is going to be a great driving experience, even if I'm not actually driving.
Okay. Now, just to go back to the nitty-gritty of the company. You did put out in your memo, you said that pricing, ride sharing will now be, it's going to be competitively. It's going to be competitive. And I was thinking, did you, while you were on the board, did you think that the company did not have competitive pricing in some places?
Yeah. Look, prices go up and down all over the place, and different companies have different pricing strategies. But our going forward strategy is to be priced in line with the other guys.
All right. Well, so in that sense, what I'm trying to figure out is, and someone might say, well, what does it matter? What are the clear differentiation styles that I should expect between Lyft and between Uber? Because there's got to be something beyond just the airport strategy.
There does. And, you know, I mean, I like you're bringing up airports again, because I think it's an area where we really innovated on behalf of our customers. But let's look at another one. Some segment of riders every day want to save some money, right? You do, I do, we all like a good deal, right? So we and the other guys have two different approaches. Their approach is called shared rides, right? Where, you know, two people get in the car at the same time. Now, here's what's funny. Lyft actually started that. We innovated around that before the pandemic. But you know what we found? We actually found customers don't love it.
Right. This was really a differentiating point that I'm glad you bring up. Yeah. We looked at that and said, geez, that was a big change by you.
It was so here's the thing. Why did we make the change? We made the change because it turned out people didn't like it that much. You know, I'm here, you're the destination. All of a sudden, the car takes off, and now it takes a weird left turn that's going farther away. It's almost like emotionally hard to sort of be in a car that's driving away from your destination to pick somebody else up. Nobody by the way, driver doesn't like it either. It's more pickups, drop-offs, whatever. So what we have is we have wait and save. Wait and save means take another 5 or 10 minutes, save $3, $4, $5, get a coffee, do some TikTok, whatever you want. And then when you get in the car, you're going to go in the right direction and you're not going to have to wait. And guess what? 30% of our volume is wait and save. So what that shows is two companies in the same market can take the same question, how do I save customers money, One can do it customer friendly, and then that's us, Lyft, and then the other guys can do it in a different way.
Well, I don't mean to put too much pressure on you, but I do feel that to some degree buying Lyft is buying a bet on David Risher. Is that okay? Are you willing to accept that challenge?
I mean, look, challenge accepted, sure, why not? But and I guess to be a little immodest for a second, if you look at what I've done in the past, build a database up big, build big company at Amazon, customer focused and world reader. But at the end of the day, it's about our customers. If we can do great work for our drivers and our riders, it's going to be a great company, profitable company, a huge company. We're going to change the world.
Then it's going to be great stuff too. I don't to be too pedestrian after everything you just said, but that's my job
That's
too.
That's your job. You do you, I'll do me.
Well, David, I'm excited that you took this job, and it'll be great to watch. David Risher is the CEO of Lyft, and I've got to tell you, people, if you look at his background, you'd be a buyer of Lyft right now. Thank you so much.
Hey, man, it's been such a pleasure.
Coming up, a Wynn Resorts recap. Can this stock put you in the lap of luxury? Find out next.